Hi, Team 4. My name is Christy Graybill, and I'm the Director of Operations and Customer Service for Calendars.com and your resident expert of the day. So first, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be referencing my notes over here and looking at your project over here, so that's why I'm looking back and forth. The first thing I wanted to say to you was that I like the tagline that Lawnmasters has, the good service done right the first time. I think that's a real value for your higher to median income folks who are seeking to have someone else take care of their property for them. And it is definitely one of those things that as you deal with different lawn companies, you find out very quickly that the level of service greatly depends on which crew they send to your house. One thing that as a person who, I see several presentations every year, and one of the things that I don't like it when a company does this is say that they're going to focus on their competitors' weaknesses to show how great they are. So one of the things you said for challenges and opportunities was the dissatisfaction with competitor service, lack of interaction with customers, and lack of loyalty. Pointing out that you are focusing on another company's flaws is probably not the best strategy, but you do go on to say what you will be focusing on, which is providing that superior service that they're not getting with other companies. So my main point would be you really don't have to point out that the competitor is not doing a good job. You just have to do a good job. And again and again, when you do a good job, it speaks for itself. You don't have to focus on the competitor. Let's see. I love the idea of text alerts. I think it's difficult to get people to sign up for something unless they know that there's going to be an added value to them. I get a lot of text alerts for things like banking, so there needs to be some added value. This seems like something where there would be added value. You'd want to know when your housekeeper's going to show up, when your lawn guy's going to show up, when a package is going to be delivered, things like that. So I really like that idea. I also, having had an experience with an exterminator where the billing was very manual and they only did it once every 2 months, that for me didn't work. I almost never remembered to pay that bill because it wasn't just part of my regular flow. So this auto payment at the end of visit is an excellent idea. I could also see for people who don't want to use the same credit card every time or do an auto debit from their checking account, you could do something like an auto invoice that sends them a PayPal bill to invoice the service. Love the idea of being able to change service at the last minute. I would want to make sure that the field operators knew what they were being asked to do. So it was already explained that sometimes the folks out in the field have language issues as far as they don't speak English. So we would want to make sure that when you're sending out information to the field that it's done in such a way that the guys are well trained and they know what they're looking at and what the expectation is. I think it's great that there's all this upfront interaction with the customer. I think another added value would be to give them a forum to offer their feedback after the service. If there was something missing, or if they realize that next time they need something, it gives you an opportunity to engage. So I could see a chance for almost like a after-service survey to notify the customer and say, what was your experience this time? How did it go? And that's another thing that really demonstrates that you care about the job that you're doing. If you do that, you have to follow it up with action. So the next time, maybe you discount 10% if they have a problem, or you have someone from the home office outbound call to those folks and say, hey, we got your notice about that your driveway wasn't edged, and thank you for bringing that to our attention. But in a fast way where you really follow through to bring that value proposition. Let's see. I'm just gonna see here. What do we have? Okay. What else? Oh, the lawn of the month proposition. I like that, but if you think about it, somebody else is doing their lawn. So while they might take pride in the way it looks, it's not really their work. It's you guys. Y'all are doing the work. So maybe mixing it up a little bit where it's more of a like funny thing. Like I like the picture of the dog with the lawnmower, or I don't know, making it a creative, not necessarily something that's just the lawn being featured, but maybe a particular flower bed or something that somebody took pride in that they did themselves, or something that features the lawn, but the whole picture of what their yard looks like in maybe a setting like where you're saying the best photo of Halloween decorations or Christmas decorations or something like that. The $200 service seems excessive to me, and seems like it would be a little bit hard to keep that up every month, but I don't know how much money these folks make in this business. I would be happy with something like a 20 to 30% discount or $1 off discount in response. I love the idea of having friends and family comment on the pictures. I think that's a great way to bring other people in to get them to also look at your lawn service. Let's see, the YouTube videos for Ask the Expert on Lawn Care, that'd be great. I think a lot of people are looking for that, and I could see where if you open it to the public and make it a free service, people who are really just looking to solve a problem might just trip over your video and then go, hey, these guys are in Denver, they offer this already, maybe they can help me out with this. In addition to offering the advice on how to solve the problem themselves, you could then follow that up with, and here's how much we would charge to do it, would you like to schedule this on your next visit, and give them that option on the website or some link to it to get them back to your website to drive that traffic. I was also thinking about if you're talking about lawn care problems, I don't know, but maybe even landscaping advice, that seems like that would go a long way too, where plenty of people are looking for what flowers can I plant this time of year, is it safe to trim things back this time of year, when do you cut your trees, things like that. I don't know if lawn care does landscaping as well, but I would assume that goes hand in hand together. Let me see what else we have here. As far as the app, I think schedule a service, billing history, that's all really good things. Feedback and suggestions, so that does go into what I was talking about, people being able to comment on their specific lawn care. So you did have that covered. I didn't hear that covered on the slides. And let me see if there's anything else I have. So I think that's all the feedback I have for you guys. It was a great project, very engaging. And, if I could afford it, I would totally call these guys up, but I'm not in the Denver area. So thanks for your project, and I enjoyed it.